Hey guys, welcome to the pond or welcome back to the pond. I'm Jelena Profit with Duck Pond Detailing, and today I'm going to show you how to do an effective and safe maintenance wash. Thank you for being here to watch today's video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up so I know that you like this video, and make sure you comment down below some future video ideas you have, because I always like to hear your guys' feedback. And also leave down below some questions you have for me, because I would love to do a Q&A wash and talk type video in the near future. So go ahead, leave your comments. But in today's video, we are talking about maintenance washing. And now what a maintenance wash is basically where you wash your car twice a week, once a week, every other week, to once a month. And basically anything beyond washing your car once a month, I wouldn't consider a maintenance wash anymore. That's gonna be like heavier cleaning, maybe even decon level wash, but we'll talk about that some other time. Today, we're just gonna be talking about maintenance washing. And yeah, now to perfectly maintain your vehicle, there are gonna be some essential chemicals and tools that you'll need. So obviously we have the obvious tools that you use to wash your car, but in terms of chemicals, you're gonna want a really good pH neutral soap or, rinseless. But today we're gonna be showing you the soap side because that's my favorite. You're also gonna want something to clean your wheels and tires with, either a APC, a total wheel and tire cleaner, or a wheel foam, wheel shampoo. If you want, you can use separate wheel and tire cleaners, but personally, if you're doing maintenance like every week, every other week, that's not gonna be very necessary. Maybe every, couple weeks or so to do a thorough deep clean, but on a maintenance level, you're not gonna need that. That's not necessary. And you're gonna want something to lubricate in the drying process, like a quick detailer or drying aid, but also something that can add a little bit of protection, boost your gloss and boost your slickness, because this is about maintenance. So it's about maintaining your clear coat and maintaining if you have a ceramic coating or a sealant. But at the end of the day, we always want to make sure that we're keeping our car protected and maintained. So, I'd go with a detailer that has a little bit of protection in it. That's just me personally. And then always, you cannot complete a detail, in my opinion, without dressing the tires. So really good quality tire dressing to finish that amazing look to it. So you have the full rundown of how you should, maintain your car, and then I'm going to show you in the video how I like to do it. So let's start on the wheels and tires. So even though we're doing a maintenance wash and the car's not very dirty, you can still see that if I, zoom in here properly, that there is still some brake dust on the surface of the wheel, and the tire doesn't look too bad, but for sure, you can see here, there is some dirt on the tire. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that up. For maintenance on the wheels and tires, we're gonna be using Garage Therapy wheel shampoo. I went ahead and put 10 mils in the bucket. There's about close to 3 to 4 gallons of water in here. And that's all you need. It's super concentrated, has a lot of lubrication to it, and it also has anti-rust properties to it. If you don't have this, you can go ahead and use a combination wheel and tire cleaner like P&S Brake Buster or even Ethos Total Wheel and Tire Cleaner. So what I'm gonna do is spray out the fender well and then give the wheel a nice rinse. So when maintaining our wheels, we still want to clean the barrels, because the barrels receive the most amount of contact with the brake dust, since that's where your rotors are, that's where the brake dust is flying off of, So we want to make sure that our barrels are always clean, regardless if the faces are the only thing that are dirty. But you can see that the wheel shampoo has really nice foaming action, and it does have a lot of lubrication. It's actually crazy, like the concentration of this. It's awesome. Now I'm gonna use a wheel mitt to go ahead and to clean the faces, but I'm not just cleaning the faces. What I like about wheel mitts is that I can clean behind the spokes on the wheel. So I get a little bit more of a deep clean, and I have more control over where I'm cleaning, because you can see you got those, tight areas there. So if you don't have, like a detail brush, or if you're just doing maintenance, you wanna do a nice, quick, thorough clean, a wheel mitt is like the way to go. And even though this is not a tire cleaner, it is marketed as a wheel cleaner only, you can still clean your tires with it because it does have, you know, cleaning properties to it. And if I take you off the tripod here, you can see that before, where there was, you know, like brake dust there and stuff, there's not anymore. So, I mean, even just spraying down the wheel and tire, it's pretty much clean, but you know, we still got to make contact and we still got to use a chemical. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as touchless, even though there is such thing as built hammer touchless, which we will be trying. Even on a maintenance detail, like I said before, you just want to make sure that you're really maintaining your car properly, and by doing that is still using proper technique when washing and proper cleaning tools and chemicals. And it really does not take that long, especially if you have maintained wheels, because you can really clean this in just a matter of minutes, really quickly. And when I mean clean, I mean like they're actually clean. I mean, don't those look great? Like, seriously, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so we did the wheels. Now let's move on to, you know, properly maintaining our paint. All right, got my bucket filled up here. We're gonna add in a pH neutral car shampoo. And my choice today is going to be GFX by Koshemi. This is their gentle snow foam, but it is their Christmas limited edition scent. I know it's not Christmas anymore, you guys. It's January, and I really want to go back to Christmas time. So this is the perfect way to do it. It's got a great scent, and it's a great shampoo that, you know, everyone knows and loves. It's up there, it's a staple. So it's perfect for maintenance. In our bucket, we're gonna need 50 mLs, which is just under 2 ounces. So actually, it is a pretty competitive dilution. We don't need to shake that out too much because in our foam cannon, we are going to be adding 20 mLs, which is basically 1 ounce, but I want to go a little over that, so I'm gonna add 50 mLs because I'm a little crazy, guys. I really like the foam in the snow foam, you know. We're gonna put in the 50. Whatever's left in the cup, I'm just gonna rinse out in the bucket because, you know, who cares? Who cares? You can already see it's nice and foamy, and it smells like Christmas. I love Christmas. Lots of good suds, you guys. So to maintain our car the safe and effective way, we're gonna want to do the foam, rinse, foam method. So that means don't rinse the surface of the car. You're gonna want to because there's a little bit of dirt and dust on it, but don't, because it can potentially scratch the paint. So what we wanna do is we're gonna foam it on with our shampoo first. We're gonna let it dwell. We're then gonna rinse that off, refoam, and go into our contact wash so we have a little extra lubrication. All right, guys? We all know this process, but it's a little fun to watch. So let's go ahead and watch it. Dang. That should be, wow. I'm embarrassed. this is what you want it to look like. I mean, this is what a perfect pH neutral car shampoo does. And since this is Koshemi Snow Foam, it's doing what a snow foam should do. This is what you want when you're maintaining your vehicle. You want a nice even blanket so that it can just pull the dirt down here like it's doing. You want all the loose dirt and debris to be pulled off the car before we even touch it. So yeah, I mean, this is just, we love looking at this, don't we? Like this is what detailing's all about. Gorgeous. I love it. I mean, wow. I can't believe, I'm sorry, I'm just amazed by this. I haven't used GSF in, you know, a month, and I somehow forgot about like actually how amazing it is. Like, I think it deserves the hype. What about you guys? Leave in the comments below. Here in California today, it's a beautiful 65 degrees, and the sun is currently being covered by a tree I have over there. So the dwell time I have on this soap is a lot longer than normal. And when you're doing a maintenance wash, you really do want your soap to cling as long as possible because it's going to emulsify the dirt and oil that's on your car. But like I said, it's also going to pull it down. So you don't want this to dry on the surface of the paint, but you do want it to sit long enough that it can effectively emulsify and pull dirt off. But you know, it has actually been sitting on the surface for 5 minutes, you know, and we're not wasting time here, you guys. I feel like after 5 minutes, like it's had enough time to dwell. This is just maintenance. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse it off. And when rinsing, the method I like to use is top to bottom because the bottom has the most amount of dirt and grit on it. So I want to rinse off the top that has the lesser amount to then help pull off the bottom so I don't scratch the surface of the paint. I know a lot of people like to rinse bottom to top because you ensure that all the chemical is rinsed off the surface. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the proper way. I'm just letting you know my method, and it's still safe. Now that the car is rinsed thoroughly, we have basically the majority of the dirt and road film off of the car. So now we're gonna wanna go into our contact wash to make sure we fully clean the surface. And to do that safely, since I am using one bucket, we're gonna want to refoam to add extra lubrication as to not scratch the car during the wash process. And now this doesn't have to be as thorough as it is with the pre-foam, but still you wanna make sure you have enough on the surface to go ahead and lubricate. So if you want, on your foam cannon, you can change the dial to have a little less soap concentration, a little bit more water, but it will still be enough to lubricate the surface. Now it's time for the contact wash. So we're gonna go in our soap solution, and I like starting top to bottom because of course the bottom is the dirtiest part of the vehicle, and we want to make sure that we're washing safely. So now that I used one side of the wash mitt, I'm going to flip over the other side, and I'm going to get this top part of the hood. So to safely wash, you want to use linear motions like I'm doing. No swirling the paint, you guys. And also you want to make sure that you're flipping your wash mitt accordingly. And once you're done with both sides, you go back into the wash bucket, you wring out your wash mitt to get the dirty soap off, and you go ahead and you dip back in to get a fresh batch of soap. And this is the part where you just have fun. You know, just take the time to wash the car, enjoy yourself. Of course, if you're a business, you might want to speed it up a little bit, but if you're just someone who's washing your car at home, why not have fun with it? You know, do it with your kids, do it with your family. It's kind of, you know, therapeutic in a way to wash your car. This is always my favorite part of the detail. And I already said that, but I just really enjoy the contact wash, especially with soap. Because like you see, you get all the nice suds, but also you have the smell of the car shampoo, and it's just an experience. Now I did the roof and the top half. I'm gonna switch because this part of the door is dirty. We are all done with the contact wash, and now it's time to rinse the surface of our car to get all that soap off so we can go ahead and protect the paint and dry the paint at the same time. It's time to dry the car, and we're going to be doing that with Kotaba Gloss Booster and our handy dandy Rag Company M22 drying towel. So I love Amplify, and I love Ethos. We found out I love their new detailer, and I love Titan. But you know, we're going to be trying out Gloss Booster. I've used this once before on this car, and I think the results were really good. So let's use it for you guys today and see how we feel. I can already tell you that I love the trigger on it, but it does a good job evacuating the water and, yeah, lubricating the surface. So all good things. It's nice. I believe this is safe on glass. It just says it's the best seller of South Korea. Standalone quick detailer, delivering gloss, hydrophobic, slickness. I guess we can use it on glass. If not, I don't know. We're gonna use it on glass anyway because I kind of stopped using glass cleaner on the exterior glass because I just found that you still get streaking. You know, glass cleaning is a hard subject to talk about. So, in this video, I'm really trying to deliver different angles for you guys. So, I hope you're happy about it. Hope you're enjoying it. So far, I am. I'm enjoying filming this. All right, so we're moving on to drying up these wheels and tires because we also want to dry and protect our wheels. And I know a lot of people will just use, you know, like a leaf blower to blow off their car or to blow off their wheels. But, you know, I like going in and adding that little bit of protection. And I can tell you, this feels really slick on the wheels. I'm just gonna take a towel and dry up these tires. I did wash my car a week ago, so the tire dressing should still be on there. And we also didn't strip the tire dressing off. So, yep, just like I thought. Tire dressing's still on there, and the wheels look great. So, if you guys wanted, if it's been a little while, you can go ahead and reapply some nice tire dressing to give your car that final detailed look. But since my tires are still dressed and looking beautiful, we don't need to do that because that's probably just gonna add some sling. So we're done. We're done. We officially and effectively and safely gave our car a maintenance wash. Okay guys, that officially wraps up our video and wraps up the detail on how to maintenance wash your car, and you know, like showing you the way that I personally maintenance wash my car. So in today's video, we saw that all you really need to maintenance wash your car is one product for the wheels and tires and a really good pH neutral car shampoo. In addition to that, a quick detailer that can add a little bit of protection and gloss and slickness to the paint, making your paint look beautiful like my paint is right now. And if you need it, adding a tire dressing. Because I washed my car a week ago, the tires are still dressed. There's no need to put on more tire dressing. But if you got a lot of miles on your car, and if you haven't washed your car maybe in a month, you might start to see that your tire dressing has faded away and gone away, especially if you used a stronger cleaner like a brake buster or an Ethos Total Wheel and Tire Cleaner. It would definitely strip the dressing off your tire, but wheel shampoo won't do that, so we can keep the tire dressing on. But we did this safely and we did it efficiently, and we were able to basically knock out this car in 40 minutes doing a nice detail, and that's with me filming and kind of moving a little bit slow. So you guys could definitely do this at home. And this is not just something that is done in the winter. This is something that you do every week, every month on your car, on your customers' cars. So you learned how to do a maintenance wash today. Go ahead and do it, and do it properly. I hope you all have a happy Monday and a great week. We'll see you next Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you in the next one.